Let's get us started.
Alrighty, starting off, we have our spring story time. It's Tuesdays at 10:30 for ages 2 to 5. We'll share tales to grow love of reading and social skills through playful connection. Special evening story time Thursdays at 6 p.m. with Miss Amy. We've got bookworm babies going on Wednesdays at 10:30. There's music, movement, rhymes, books, and play for ages 0 to 2. We have yoga Tuesday mornings at 10 for free. We have Zumba Tuesday evenings at 6 with Carmen Williams, also for free. We have our NA meetings Wednesday nights at 7, AA meetings Friday nights at 7, and then last on here we have the Old Pioneers Farmers Market, which we're in the works of setting up and all that, so contact us if you're interested in being a vendor.
You're going to be doing our pizza garden.
I will be doing the pizza garden.
So we'll have updates on.
What's a pizza garden?
Oh, I wondered the same thing. But
we are going to
we're planning mozzarella.
Yes. No, we're going to grow all the ingredients like needed to make a pizza, obviously that are able to grow in the ground.
So we'll have all kinds of updates. Owen will keep us going on that. Thank you, Owen, and also Amy. I think every time you do the bookworm babies on Wednesday, I think we're all jealous of the child who gets to fit in the box full of
Tote full of pit balls.
tote full of pit balls.
He loves it.
It's a good one.
I ordered more yesterday.
Awesome. That'll be the way to go.
You're just going to find us all in there one day. Life size.
None of us will be able to get out, though.
size.
None of us will be able to get out. Okay, so we have an important thing going on this week. Duck or rabbit?
This is the most famous in philosophy. A philosopher, and I can't pronounce his name, Wittgenstein,
Sure.
argued that objects do not simply appear but are seen as something. They don't just appear, they are seen as something. So, this is an age-old optical illusion. Do you see a duck or do you see a rabbit?
Owen?
It cannot be.
I think
One or the
I
other.
see a duck.
I say rabbit.
Emily?
I say rabbit.
I've said a dabbit.
Yes. Explain what a dabbit is.
It's a duck and rabbit. Everyone knows what a dabbit is.
Yeah. So this book is a clever take on the age-old optical illusion. And I read it for story time. And I feel like the kids loved it. And you're like literally asking them, well, what do you think? What do you see? Because here they're saying, oh, the duck is wading through the swamp. No, it's not a duck. It's a rabbit hiding in the grass. And so they, of course, had their own opinions, and we took a poll, which is behind me.
Behind us is replace the Travis Kelce picture, which people wondered why I had a picture of Travis Kelce in my office.
And they got to come up and say whether they thought it was a duck or a rabbit. But I'm encouraging people to come in and to the children's room and read the book. It is sitting out and help us vote.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for that. And then Emily, you're it's rabbit duck like what you're doing with the baskets.
Oh, yes. On my last middle school visit, we made Easter baskets out of, it was called the Basket Bound STEM Challenge. And each table got a bag full of materials. And they had to come up with an Easter basket that held 6 eggs.
Six
Six
eggs, okay.
eggs.
Okay.
So once they got their basket constructed, we did the bunny hop.
Okay, so how much time did they have for this?
Excuse me, each probably about 35 minutes to 40 minutes.
Okay.
And then these were just some of the ones that I saved.
These were the winners.
Yes.
And then you also posted on the library's Instagram account a video you made of what you had them do.
Yes.
So they made
That
this,
and the lunch bunch.
and then they had to run across the room
No, they had to bunny hop across the library,
to ensure that
up and back.
I think some of those kids, I'm not trying to throw shade, but I think I saw some running. Speaking of hopping and rabbits and all that stuff, even after Easter, spring break next week. What programs do we have going on?
Okay, so we're going to do story time on Tuesday, 10:30 a.m., inviting the ones who maybe are on spring break, the teachers or parents who are taking off for the week to join us. The more the merrier. And we're going to have crafts available in the children's room. We do have a painting on Thursday at 1 p.m., which is already booked. You can call to see if there's been any cancellations. And then Friday from 11 to whenever close, we have the Foggy Bottom Petting Zoo. And they have 2 babies.
Ooh.
A baby goat and I think she said a baby sheep,
Cool.
which would be what? A lamb?
Yes. Okay. Emily, do you have anything next week?
No, I do not.
Owen, what about is going on with tennis?
So we don't have any matches over spring break, but I'm currently.
I find that shocking. You guys run pretty hard.
Yeah. I am 3-1 this season. We've played Trimble.
Yeah,
Trimble was the. Oh, thank you. Trimble was the first match, and then we've played Lloyd.
Owen, you can just throw.
Walton.
Henry County and Walton. So I beat Lloyd, Walton, and Trimble, and then I lost to Henry County last night. But
To a Nate lookalike.
I was gonna say, more importantly, have you beat Nate yet?
you
can do this.
I mean,
you can do it.
I have the second single spot, so
Who's first?
Landon.
Yeah, I knew that one. Come on. Okay, I think that's guys. This was pretty good. This was pretty. Cause, I asked Owen before if his happy or most fond memory of baseball on opening day, and Owen said he has nothing for me. He's gone to a couple Reds games. Do you all have any stories of opening day or Reds game memories that you're fond of?
No.
The most recent Reds game I went to, it was like storming and it was raining really hard, so they had to like delay it.
Okay,
But I mean, they ended up playing.
I've been to one opening day. It was 2005. I was in the Air Force, and we were doing a flyover. So I was on the field for the flyover, and the flyover was a B2 coming out of Missouri, and it was so cool because it was I think it was the Reds versus the Mets. So it was a nationally televised game, and as the national anthem's going, most people don't know where, they don't know this is happening, and you could see it over northern Kentucky straighten its wings and throttle down. And it gives me goosebumps. It was the coolest thing. And watching that outline of the B2 flyer go over the field coming from center field to home, that's the happiest memory. And I was in the outfield when Joe Ronda hit a home run to win it. I think they traded Ronda for a bag of baseballs in the middle of the season, and that was it. But he did hit one home run on opening day. I think it's 2005.
Wow.
I love the Reds. I grew up watching the Reds with my grandmother in Cincinnati. She was an avid Reds fan. And my uncle, Glenn Reeman, that they lived in Cincinnati, he, I want to say owned, but he didn't, row 1, seats 1 through 4 of Riverfront Stadium from the time it started till the time they tore it down.
Huh.
And I went to many Reds games with them.
Yeah.
And Johnny Bench and Pete Rose would come over and talk to my uncle after the games were over. And that's when I met Johnny Bench and realized that I would marry him one day.
So
But that didn't
you're playing the long game.
But-
Playing the long game on that one. All right, guys, this was great. Thank you so much.